Hello, everybody. This is Fahim Jackson, and this is episode 44 of In the Know, my daily short form podcast show, which is aimed at putting people in the know. A show where I cover a variety of topics using my experiences and viewpoints in life to put people in that know. What is the know? It's the understanding that seems to be hard for people to grasp, which can make their lives a lot simpler. The following is the intro speech for the topic of the day. And the introduction speech is regarding, do our degrees really apply in the real world? I always wondered while I was sitting in that classroom in college, does my degree truly matter? You always take a finance course or economics course and say to yourself, this makes sense. But then there are other courses that you take and say to yourself, how does this contribute to my overall success? But I'll tell you, it does benefit. It benefits the university because you're paying for the education. It also benefits the government because they get paid by you once you leave college if you have debt to be paid off. And here's where I start to understand what is this place truly about. But once you do leave the institution, you have to ask yourself what will be done with this sheet of paper. How in the world will this apply in the real world? And here is how it goes as follows. Do our college degrees really apply to the real world? Let's look at some prerequisites in college. What are these? These are the courses in school that we have to take in order to be able to break into our major courses. And what's crazy is that these are courses that are not going to make you better in your career, but they are also not courses that are of use in any shape or fashion. So for the first 2 years, you're going to be spending a lot of money not needing the classes that you're taking. Well, the university tries to say these are refresher courses to help you matriculate into college. The reality is that your major courses are the least amount of money spent in college. So you have this debt with courses that don't pertain to anything. This can be frustrating, especially with so many paying out of pocket without a scholarship. Let's look at the main courses. These are going to be the classes you take when you know you have the graduate with a degree. These are going to start in their third year of undergraduate school. Now, some of these classes will feel like you don't truly need it, but there are going to be some that you carry with you as you matriculate into daily life. Yet still, there are going to be majors in school that apply a little or even a lot more than others. Let's look at graduate school. Here's where you receive more learning, which will serve as more learning toward your future goals. And people who earn their master's degree will be more likely in a position to earn more money than those with undergraduate degrees. But make sure you know the degrees that you're going to be applying to that will apply to your career that you attain in graduate school. Because depending on the degree program, you're spending a lot of money just to be performing a basic task in a basic career with the amount of school debt that the career can't possibly pay back. Let's look at some career goals. Let's look at law. Most states across the country, you will have to go forward after undergraduate school. There's going to be a program where you're going to be learning a lot of courses which will apply to your career. You will be using real cases that you have to break down and understand why they were won and lost. This type of breakdown can give you a better chance at being able to step into the legal landscape and take on your job. But also there are law firms who recruit young men and women from schools because they want to be able to pull from the best. Some firms have such a strong reputation of success from certain institutions. In order to better your chances, you must come from a select few institutions. Let's look at medical school. This is the area of study where you most likely will be using the most of your degree because you'll be dealing with people's lives, so you have to understand your studies. It is also by far the hardest degree programs to attain since you're dealing with lives. Now, you can't expect to have a nation of med school students because not everyone has the talent to be a doctor. Let's look at architecture. In this area of study, you have to also learn what you need to know in order to be successful at your career. Make sure you pay attention very closely to detail because it will reflect your work once you step into your career. And don't be shocked if an organization looking to hire you pry into your academics to try to figure out what work you have done. In addition to work, professors' opinions regarding your work as well. Let's look at engineering. This area of study means going to college and having to learn most of everything you need in order to get out. Because getting out of school, you will always be constantly changing what you know. Yet so much of the introductory work will be used toward your career once you've earned your degree in college. Literature. Now, this is something that you have to really pay attention to because this degree is such a waste of time. There's really no true use after college. It just seems as if you're going to college for the learning. But you better be doing or getting a scholarship or some type of grant money. When I say scholarship, I mean a full ride. Yet even if you do, it's such a waste of a full scholarship to pursue literature, especially when you could take full advantage of something that could actually help you after college. Now, another bad career choice, liberal arts. Here's something you also don't need. It's such a broad, ambiguous sheet of paper. By choosing this degree, you're almost coming off as saying to the world, I don't want a challenge, so what I will do is choose the path of the least resistance. But when has the path of the least resistance gotten people anywhere in life? What about some other things while you're in college? Internship, apprenticeships, fellowships? These are the opportunities that are made available to the college students by organizations. And these are not going to give you direct learning. Well, at least the internship. The fellowship, you'll be working directly with the people that are performing the duties you want to engage in. And the apprenticeship is learning a skill that will be used directly for the job. If only college was treated more like the apprenticeship, it would be so much more valuable. Now, with this end statement, while we all have to ask ourselves about our college degrees. When I left college, I had to ask myself what my degree was really going to do for me. And the reason why I had to do so is because my college debt was vast and there were no job prospects after. So having a degree that actually can do something for you is necessary. Now, I have my MBA, which even in itself is becoming a degree that is less useful for success in your career. It used to be touted as something commendable. I don't know so much now, but it is something that I have to deal with now that I have it. Now, for you that are listening, you have not gone to college. Well, most of you have not gone to college. It's something to think about. So, thanks for listening to In the Know. I can't wait to bring the next episode where we talk about why not allowing children to fail in school is a very bad idea.